TogetherWeServe.com is a military-only website where former, retired, and active duty service men and women can reconnect and bond.
Hello everyone. I'd like to say a few words about AFTWS. Number one is I firmly believe that AFTWS is the best Air Force networking and military heritage website available on the web, bar none. I've not seen another site that even comes close to touching this. The important part of your profile that I would recommend that you fill out is reflections on your service. This gives you the ability to leave a legacy of your military heritage in the written word to family, friends, and for future generations of airmen to come. This is a very important part, and I read 4 to 5 reflections on a daily basis. Another thing I would like to ask of all of you, old members and new alike, is to please contribute. The more you contribute, the more you will gain from the website. Another thing that I enjoy is being the chief administrator of the website. I get to deal with a lot of you on a daily basis to problem solve, answer questions, etc., etc., etc. And this is a job that I thoroughly enjoy. So please take the time to fill out your profile, fill out your reflections, let us know some more about you, and contact us with any problems you may have.
When you first log on to Together We Serve, it'll bring you to this page, which lists all the different branches of the military. Just select yours and click on the Join button. That'll bring you to the registration form where you will put in your status, personal information, your service, and then allow you to join. Once you're in, the most important is your profile. This will describe all your history by putting in your rank, your ribbons, your unit badges and patches that you've received, and also your entire history. You can also add any of your additional information, and one important feature is the reflections of your service that was mentioned earlier. Another feature is the remembrance profiles, where you can set one up to remember those that have gone, and also the fallen. I took advantage and went on the Army side and set up a profile for my uncle who was killed during World War II. This will leave a legacy of him for our family. So join today and let us hear your story.
Hi, I'd love to tell you about a new exciting website in which I came upon back a couple years ago. In 1969, I got out of the Air Force, and at that time I left my military behind me and moved on with my life and raised my family. And over the years, with my particular profession, I didn't have a lot of close friends. So after I retired, I joined, well actually I was Googling one night and I stumbled across Air Force Together We Serve. So I thought, oh, this is probably just another Facebook. Well, I found out that it wasn't. It was a secure site that I could let myself go and share my experiences and talk to other guys and girls that were in the Air Force, and a lot of them the same time that I was. I actually found through this site a friend of mine who was my roommate back at Lowry over 40 years ago. So I found that through the forums and through other locations on the site, you can communicate back and forth with different people on here, and you actually develop true friendships, ones that are everlasting. And we got to the point where we actually started to have reunions 3 years ago, and the first one was out at Wright Pat, the second one was down at Lackland, and this year's at Panama City Beach. So if you have Air Force Blue in your blood, or thought you did, this is the site for you. I'm telling you, there's lots of good people on here that are just waiting to talk and help you and reminisce of the old times. Thank you.
No one is better suited and more prepared to guard America in the century ahead than the U.S. Air Force. Above all, we defend America. Above all, we defend freedom. Above all, we are warriors who dominate air, space, and cyberspace. Above all, we are brothers and sisters who proudly stand together. Above all, we ensure victory before the battle even begins. Above all, there is nothing our friends respect more and our enemies fear more than the power of the U.S. Air Force. Above all, we stand ready as the decisive force for the 21st century. Above all, we are the U.S. Air Force.